Hello, good morning, guys. Don't be distorted by my voice being different than the words that my lips are saying. I didn't know that if I was on a phone call and recording, that it wouldn't record audio for the video. My bad, and I won't be doing that again in the future. But it was a really long day of doing Instacart and recording everything, and I can't read lips, so I thought I'd try to salvage this video with a voiceover for the first part of the video and at least bring you guys along with me for about a 12-hour Instacart day in Denver, Colorado, so you can see some places that are good and some places to avoid, because it's actually a really decent place to Instacart if you do it certain ways. I don't know if you caught it right when I started the video and said hello, you could see my breath. It was super cold this morning and it snowed the night before, so I woke up really early around 6 o'clock in the morning and turned on Instacart. I didn't take this $22 order because I wasn't ready for the day and I was still in bed, and also I didn't want to have to drive so many miles up towards the airport. It's somewhat slower up there, and I've tried up there before. It's hit or miss in Centennial, Colorado. But I got out of bed reluctantly, took a shower, got ready for the day, and I got out the door after 7:20 a.m. I figured I'd have better luck if I went and sat at a store, so I went to the King Soopers that was the closest to where I lived and parked in the parking lot. Pretty much as soon as I parked, I got shown this offer, but it was for a different King Soopers, but it's still a good order, so I figured I'd go do it. I didn't remember at this point that I could shop at a different King Soopers location other than the one that's on the map, so I drove all the way over there. This took less than 30 minutes to shop, and then I was on my way to go deliver the order to the first customer. Here's a little behind the scenes of how I set up the trunk of my car using Deliver That bags. I put all of customer A's stuff on the left side of the trunk in the first bag, and then customer B in the second bag in the middle of the car, and then customer C goes in the third bag on the right side of the trunk, if there is a customer C. For this order, I only had 2 customers, so only 2 bags for this one was needed. So customer A was only 1.1 miles away. Now it's time to go deliver to customer B, who's 3.1 miles away. Drop-off photo for customer B, but it's now 8:47. I've made $29.78 with both tips on that order being increased due to produce. Now I'm hunting for my next batch. I saw these 2 terrible batches that aren't worth my time. First, a no-tip order at 8:49. Then a Sprouts order at 8:56 with a low tip going 6 miles for $12, so I'm not taking either of those. But my patience paid out, because then I saw this order 1 minute later that's $15 going 1 mile with only 11 items, so I figured why not just get this done real quick since I'm already on the road heading towards that store. I was literally 3 minutes from the store. I shopped the order in about 9 minutes and I was on my way to the customer. I dropped off this order at 9:21 and the tip was 20 cents more due to produce. The next order I received literally as soon as I finished this order at 9:21. It's not the best tip, but it's $12.08 going 0.6 miles. I could hope for an add-on, and I hope that it would take me about another 20 minutes to complete this order, so why not? Better than sitting around, right? This order went terribly. This King Soopers that I went to had so many empty shelves. They were moving things around the store, it was packed full of people for some reason, and everything was in disarray. This whole order was organic this and organic that. And to make things worse, I spent probably a good 8 minutes looking for a package of breakfast sausage that I thought was next to hot dogs. And then I searched the rest of the meat section, and then I came back to find it behind another type of sausage because the shelves were restocked incorrectly. I never wanted to go to that store again. But after I delivered that order, I got this little gem of an order. The single order that they wanted was this expensive electric toothbrush, but the last order that I did for the organic lady had laxatives in the order from the pharmacy, but the pharmacy is right next to where the toothbrush section was, and it was completely empty when I walked by. They must have been moving shelves and clearing the whole section, and I didn't see it throughout the rest of the store. So I figured a quick 11 bucks, grab this order, and I'm already next to the store, so I could just get this order canceled for an out-of-stock item and move on with my day. The customer service agent wanted me to call the customer and text the customer, and it was starting to take forever for this guy to cancel the order. I swear the Instacart support agents that are men are completely terrible at their jobs. For some reason, it's the same with Walmart Spark agents. I don't know what's up with that correlation. I was starting to drive back towards my apartment after this order so I could go home and grab some lunch, and I got this quick order for Walgreens on the way. It's just some cough/cold medicine going the wrong way, but that's fine with me. After this, I drove back towards my place and stopped at the King Soopers I was at to start my day today, so that way I could pick up some lunch and hopefully get an order.
So, been a hot minute. I was looking for food in King Soopers, and then I found some like popcorn chicken essentially that was on sale. Fresh popcorn chicken, or I guess from the day before, that was just cold. And then I also found some smashed avocado that was on sale. I'm not really sure why, but it was still green. So grabbed those, and then I was getting burger buns so I can have burgers later, and I saw a $38 order popped up on Instacart, so took that, dropped all my stuff off. I don't even know how many miles, but it wasn't really bad of a drive. So I shopped that order. I think it was like 30 items too, 30 something items. It wasn't anything big really. I didn't even take a picture of my cart. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, I went and shopped that and checked out A, checked out B, and then I went to check out C, and the card kept declining. It kept on telling me, or telling the cashier, that the limit's been exceeded for some reason. And that's something that happens here at King Soopers. Oh, these roads are so uneven. I have to keep switching it. The roads are so uneven. The tapped pay, like Apple Pay for the Instacart card, sometimes doesn't work at King Soopers, so had to go back to my car and get my physical card and swipe it, and then it worked. It only took 30 minutes to shop, but then it probably took like another 7-10 minutes to try to figure out what to do about the card declining. Then I went to go deliver those. Customer A all fit in one bag, customer B fit in 2 bags, and then they just had like 6 rolls of toilet paper. And then customer C was pretty heavy. It was like 4 bags. Customer A was to a house, customer B was to a house, and then customer C was to an apartment. And the apartment said like 1101 as the unit number. So I was like, oh God, I gotta go to the 11th floor. So I go all the way up. I get in the elevator. There was people in front of me. They pressed the buttons, and then they were like, "Oh, what floor?" And I was like, 11. And then the door closed, and they were like, "There's no 11." And I was like, where's 1101? And they're like, "Oh, that's the first floor." Like, who in the hell does these apartments and does first floor is 1100, 1 through 1100, like 20? That makes no fucking sense. Why can't you just make it 101, 102, 103, and then second floor 201, 202, 203? Like, why do we have to start at 1100? So that took a little bit, go all the way up to the 7th floor, wait for the people to get out, and push my cart back in, and went down, and then went to their apartment. It was a meet the customer, so I had to wait for them to come to the door. Like, I knocked on the door, and then I was just standing there for like 5 minutes. Thought I was gonna get some free groceries, but that didn't happen. They actually did come to the door eventually. It was a nice lady, and gave her order. Then went home, put the rest of the chicken in the fridge, put my burger buns in the fridge, and the smashed avocado container. Hung out at home for a little bit, probably like 5-10 minutes before I was looking at Merchandiser, and I saw that they have new liquor store audits that they wanted me to do. There were 6 of them, which is like $73, and it's only an hour drive to each of the stores, and they take me like 5 to 10 minutes to complete. So I was thinking like, oh, this will be a quick $70 today that I can make. So I took one of them at the liquor store that I usually go to, and I got there and I went to start the order, or like start the project, and it tells me can't start the project. The project starts on April 25th. It's April 21st, so couldn't start it. Have to wait a little bit, and then I guess next week I'll be able to do that. But I'll have to check out like one of them first before signing up for all of them, because if it's different than the liquor store audits that I did before and they're like way harder or something, then I definitely don't want to be doing them. And I don't want to have to be stuck with like a bunch of them, and then it counts against you if you drop them after you say that you're going to take them and do them. So it's better to just take one of them and then try to do that one, see how everything is, and then you don't have to cancel so many of them and potentially hurt your ability to get future orders. So after I was sitting at that store, and then a 20 something dollar King Soopers order popped up again. It was just one person, 2.6 miles. I don't even know how many items it was. I didn't really check, but yeah, since I've been talking, spent 7 minutes to get here. So already at the same King Supers I was at earlier that I got that $30 order. Yeah, this should be super easy. Oh yeah, there's a spot right next to the freaking cart thing. Those are my favorite spots. I don't have to walk around and try to figure out where to put my cart. It's only 1:19. I should be out of here in probably 15 minutes if it goes right. We'll see how many hard things there are that I can't find, because there always seems to be one or multiple things that for some reason I can't find. Oh, and it's so hot. So it was cold this morning, 38-ish degrees, and I had sweatshirt on, this underneath, and then sweatpants on and sneakers. I brought flip-flops, and then I also brought shorts, so I changed into shorts after I shopped that 3 people order that I just delivered previously. It's 60 degrees right now, and if you're in Denver, you know Denver 60 is way different than an East Coast 60. But all right, I gotta go do this. Killing time. So that was actually really, really fast. I didn't notice that it was 2 cases of water and 4 6-pack bottles of soda and 6 pounds of dog food and freaking 15 pounds of meat. I think I gotta start paying attention to orders before I just start accepting them. I don't know what's up with people here. Like, some rando just like looking out the window, just driving by staring. Like, why do people do that? Is it because I have my phone like this and I'm recording stuff? Maybe they're like, who the hell is that? I don't freaking know. But the drive is only 7 minutes away, so that's pretty decent. Bet you that cashier's sick of seeing me today. This order might end up being just a little bit less just because of the weights of the meat. I couldn't find really heavy meats like apparently they were expecting. Found like the heaviest ones I could. That's like a little hack to boost your tip up just a little bit, is get heavy fruits and vegetables that have to be weighed. And then with meats as well, find the heaviest packages that you can get. If you can't find like a really heavy packet, then just get 2 lighter packages. That way it's just a little bit over whatever they're looking to get. Try to never go below what they're trying to get. Always try to overshoot it just a little bit. Like if they want 2.5 pounds, get them like 2.75 pounds. Little things like that will increase your tip by just a bit. And I mean, over the course of a day or a month, like that really starts to add up. It's only 1:46. Maybe you guys could watch the shop while I'm on my way driving to it. Like, it was really fast. It was just so heavy. The cart was killing me. I'm not used to doing super heavy orders anymore. It's been a couple years since I've had to like lift really heavy orders. I started to avoid them. I'm kind of hoping this is to house. But either way, I'm using the cart. I'm not doing anything. Oh, I'm here already. So let me hop off of here and go get this delivered. So that order I finished really quickly. It's only 1:56. I'm gonna stop home for a little bit and take a breather. It's getting really hot. Maybe put some sunscreen on too. Have some ice water because my water's gotten pretty warm. All Alright, so I am back. I haven't seen any good Instacart orders for a bit, so I was looking at Shipt. There's a promo today that if I do 2 orders, then I get $15 extra. So I just grabbed this order that's literally the Target that's, you'll see, it's right up the road, it's 5 minutes away. It's only 8 items, a bunch of really light stuff, and then like 2 things of milk, some laundry detergent, pretty simple. So gonna go get this finished really quickly, and then I just need one more order. I don't know why they do bonuses when all of the orders during the day that I see say promo, and orders that are promo, they don't count. It's only late orders and promo orders that don't count for Shipt. So it's kind of weird. It given some vibes of the day, I think it was Easter, they did a bonus. It was like $25 extra, and there was absolutely no orders because every single Target was closed that day, which makes no sense why they would do a promotion on a day that they have all of their stores closed. My car AC broke, or it is temperamental. It works for like 2 minutes and then doesn't work for a couple hours. It likes to work pretty good at night though when it's cold outside already. I hate cars, man. But yeah, this is just 8 items, should be really fast. Shipt tells you where every single item is inside of that store. I think only if you go to the right store though, like the store that tells you to shop it at, but you can shop it at different stores, just like Instacart. And then it's only an 11-minute drive. It's literally right back pretty much where I live. So I was getting ready to leave the house anyways to go back over to King Soopers and sit there and work on my computer. So I guess that this works out a little bit better. I think it's like an $8 order. So with the bonus, it's like 15. One thing I don't get about Target is they have so many freaking spots for curbside pickup, but I've never seen anybody in them. I'm the only person that parks in it because, oh, there's somebody there as I'm saying that. But yeah, let me go get this done real quick. It's really easy to do Shipt. I'll talk about that a little bit more on the way to go deliver it. So that took like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Hardest thing was doing the clothes detergent. She wanted non-HE detergent, and literally all of them on every shelf except for like one little spot on the bottom was high efficiency. So it just took a minute to find. Even the ones that didn't say high efficiency were actually still high efficiency detergent. But yeah, I just grabbed that Instacart order, so I guess I have to start that now because they're yelling at me, even though I've had it for what, 7 minutes at this point. So I guess I'm gonna go shop that Instacart order first, and then I'm going to probably go deliver this person's stuff first because she has frozen shit. Yeah, I could have started the batch from there. I still was only half a mile away at that Target, but I don't want my seconds per item to go low. I literally have so many receipts right now. All these receipts. Craziness. This King Soopers kind of sucks. The service in here is terrible. But I'm gonna go bang this out real quick. It's only 30 items. I saw a ton of them were cans, so that should be really fast. And then gonna go deliver both these orders and be on my way to something else. I don't know, probably another Instacart after that. I do have to get another Shipt to be able to get that bonus, so I'll be looking out for another Shipt that's close by or something. All right, so that wasn't too bad. I got the Instacart done in 20 minutes to shop it. It was so many cans. I'll put up a picture of like all the cans and stuff. So it was super easy. Checkout was super fast. It was the online pay thing, so I just had to have her scan the code, and then I just bagged everything while she one by one scanned the freaking cans. So got out of there probably within 10 minutes of hitting checkout, and there wasn't any lines or anything. I just went and delivered that Shipt order. That one was only an 8-minute drive from the store that I was at. And then now I'm driving to drop off the Instacart order, and that one is only 8 minutes from that Instacart or from the Shipt customer. Damn. There's kids sticking out of a sunroof, two kids standing up on the center console and on the passenger seat through out the sunroof. Colorado's wild. This customer's 8 minutes away. I'm just about there, 1 mile, and then I'll be there. And then we'll see what to do next. If I do get another Shipt order, then this would have been a $15 order, and the Instacart order was $20, so another 35 bucks. So I think that's what, 60 or 170 so far for today. So a little bit, it's better than most days here, honestly. Maybe I just need to start staying around where I live because there are so many stores. There's so many King Soopers and stuff. And then I can also do the Shipt that's right across from the King Soopers. Although next time I get a King Soopers like that, I'm going to the other store because they didn't have any of the cat food that she wanted, but I replaced it with 30 packs instead of 24 packs, so I should get a bigger tip. So I guess that's good. But I did have to drop one of them because the only other options was pate, and she said that her cats don't eat pate, so I had to get rid of a 24 pack. I thought it would be a good replacement, but I didn't notice that it was pate. I totally get that. Cats are pretty picky sometimes. So hopefully that doesn't hurt my tip too much. But the shaved beef that she wanted, I think it was a 24-ounce pack. I've never seen a 24-ounce pack. They only have the 14 ounces. The ones that are always like the black ones that are like shaved steak. And then they're always like sealed, but they have like a bubble on them always. So I just got her 2 of those instead of just one of the 24 ounces because they didn't have that. People here act like people aren't going to stop for them, which I kind of get. Because people drive terrible here. But like in New York, it's a state law. Here it's a state law too. I don't know why everybody's so scared to cross the road. Even if like it's a red light, they don't know that if this side's red, like if traffic's going this way, that they can walk even if they don't have a green walk thing. And then the other way, then you can walk the other way. Like people don't know that for some reason here, which is kind of wild. All right, let me go deliver this real quick, and then let's see what else I get. 12.92, yeah. Bunny. Another bunny. I don't even know where I left off now. So we did another King Supers. It was 2 different people. One person had water, a bunch of soda and shit. And then the other person literally just had 9 items that all fit in a bag. So got that all done. Then I was looking for Shipts because I kind of want to call it a day because it's almost 6:30 now. So I was looking for another Shipt order so I can finish up that motion and get an extra 15 bucks. So I took the wrong one. Honestly, I don't even know why I'm doing it. It's like a 30-minute drive. It's a 15-minute drive there. It's only a couple items, but then it's a 30-minute drive to drive north to the drop off, and I live south, so it's gonna be a good probably 35-minute drive home or something stupid. I don't know. But I think after this, I'm just gonna call it a day unless I see another King Soopers or something like that on the way back. I did too. I stopped home and then I went to McDonald's to get a pack of ice. It wasn't that good this time, the quality. There was quite a bit of water in the bottom, which was weird. Last time that I got it, it was just all ice. It was perfect, but this time it was like already melted some and liquidy. Oh yeah, it is this one right here. That's not a 15-minute drive. Maybe it is. I don't know. Got a bag of ice, got a Diet Dr. Pepper. I asked for no ice, but they gave me ice. I'm not sure if it's diet either. Hopefully the last order of the day. I've done 9 batches so far. It's been 13 different customers. Did 1 Shipt, and now this is gonna be my 2nd Shipt. It's been about a 12-hour day so far. Oh, this store's stupid and got a go to customer service. I don't know why. It tells you to go through self-checkout in the app, and then everybody at the store is like, oh no, I can't do that. You have to go to customer service to be able to process your shipped order, which is kind of dumb. Such a waste of time. But it is what it is. Let me see real quick if there's any other orders before I do this order, because so this actually kind of worked out perfect. The drive for some reason actually isn't 30 minutes. I don't know why it said that. It's only 13 minutes from the Target. And as I was walking into the Target, like right after I turned this off, I was walking into the Target. I got a $17 order that's literally 5 minutes away from where I'm dropping off the shipped order. And it was only 6 items. There's milk, 2 things of cookies, parchment paper, chips, like a little thing of the Pringles like cup thingies, and I don't know what the last item is. I couldn't honestly tell you. That's just gonna make it. The shipped order is like $8 to $10. I'm not really sure how much it was when I grabbed it, and then I'm getting an extra $15 for the promotion for shipped, and then this is another 17. I think it was like 17.86. Makes it more worth my time. Now I think I'm gonna call it a day, unless there's something good on the way back, but I kind of doubt that there is gonna be, because I'm up by the Denver International Airport and there's not much out here. Like the Instacart's down where I live. All of the orders, I see orders all day long that are going towards the airport, and it's like 8 mile drive to the airport. Like, especially the traffic leaving the airport is crazy. Like, sometimes it's bad going there, it's good coming back, but a lot of the times that I've gone to the airport, it's been fast. But as I'm leaving to come back home from the airport, it's absolutely terrible. They built so many condos out here by the airport, and like townhouses, things like that. Like, this is just a little community I'm driving through. Oh, I think I'm just about to arrive, actually. Yeah, look at all these when I turn. Like, they built so many of these like little houses and then like suburbs all over the airport. Who in their right mind wants to live next to an airport? It's loud as hell. So almost to that other customer's house. I've been up here a bunch of times, actually. Um, for some reason, a lot of the King Supers orders go this way, and it's like probably a 15-minute drive from the closest King Supers. And this is all like, they're just building it out like crazy. Like, look at this. $6. There's a guy that I delivered to over there that dropped off his shipped order. I swear to God, he put that he was unit 46, and I left it at 46, and he was like, where's my order? I don't see it. And I was like, I left it at your door. I sent you a picture of it. It's at your door. And then he texted me like 5 minutes later, and he's like, oh, I found it. My unit is 42, not 46. And I was like, pretty sure that's what you put in the app, but okay, sorry about it. And then he gave me a bad rating and told me that I was rude. um, but it's whatever. That was like one of my first shipped orders that I did, and yeah, that kind of fucked up my metrics a little bit, but whatever. That one order being rated so poorly dropped me from a 5 down to a 4.6, and apparently you're supposed to keep like exactly a 4.6 or above, otherwise they can deactivate you, which is a whole nother thing, which I don't agree with, because that's like 2 people rating you poorly and then you're deactivated. That's kind of stupid. And then the next order that I did, the lady was like best shopper that I ever had. 5 stars. She increased my tip. She gave me all of the good ratings that she could and said like great replacements, all sorts of things. Okay, I'm at this one. Spin around real quick. Ow, scratching the shit out of my car. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me go deliver this. So I might actually have to call it a day just because apparently I'm 16 miles from home, 25 minutes, and I have 27 miles of gas left. And I'm near the airport, so gas is like $4 a gallon. Back over by my place, gas is $2.98. And like a couple days ago, I filled up my tank and it was like $2.56 or something. It was super cheap, like last Monday, almost a week ago. So I don't even know why gas increased that much. Yeah, there's no way I'm buying gas out here. I did that once. I just like put a gallon in my car because that got me like 30 miles of gas so I could make it back home. It's ridiculous out here. Oh, new batches. Here, I'll give you guys a nice little view of the mountains real quick. I mean, I don't know if it'll show up that good on camera. They're always a little bit hazy at night and they're usually clear in the morning, but I'll show you. I've never seen any orders for that Sprouts. I've seen orders for Sprouts by my place coming here, which is weird. I don't know why that one, it must be new or something. So, I don't know, guess do a recap on the way home. I think that was my 10th Instacart order today. 14 different customers delivered to. Made 193 on Instacart. I'm not sure about Shipt. It's the first order I think was only like $10, and then the second order was either $8 or $10. So we'll just call that 16. And then I just got a $15 bonus for completing those 2 orders, so that's 31. So 124, something like that. Yeah, $124, $224. So it's about $224 for today. I haven't had a day like that in so long. Usually out here it's, well, I mean, I do wake up around like 10 o'clock and don't get out of the house till about noon, which I think is the problem, and then it's dead around noon sometimes. So I like kind of freak out a little bit, and then I think I have to go to the city or something to get orders, and that takes another 30 minutes of my time. So then it's like past noon when I get to there, and then it's like completely dead because there's not really that many orders during noon in the city. It's usually at the end of the day. Yeah, so I think doing that just messes everything up. I like today staying around my apartment and just taking whatever orders I see and just sitting at the store. I didn't even have like, probably the longest I sat at the store was first thing this morning, and that was literally 2 minutes. Like, I parked, took my computer out, turned it on, and I'm not even sure that I did anything on it. I think that as soon as I like turned it on and I was going to start editing, I got an order popped up that $38, and I was like, yeah, let's go. And then since then it was just order after order after order. But it's been a long day. Oh, see, look at, this is what I'm talking about with the coming back from the airport. There's so much traffic now. Let me show you. So right as I did that, right as I was merging onto the exit to get on, what is that, 70 to go home, Instacart pops up, $15 for 6 items going 2 miles, literally 6 minutes from me. Just gotta get off the exit and go over there. So I guess I'm doing that now. Put a quick 10 bucks of gas in my car. Gave me 149 miles of gas. The gas price here was $2.99, but it's the E15 gas, and I'm not even sure if I can put that in my car. $3.09 for regular gas. I put the E15 in my car before on the way here on accident, and it didn't do anything, but I just don't know if it's good for my car, and it says it's prohibited by law, so let's maybe not do that. And it says it can cause damage to your car, so I don't know. I guess I'll have to look that up at some point. Oh, it's getting cold out again. As soon as the sun goes down here, even though it's 57 degrees outside still, it's so cold as soon as the sun goes down. And it gets a little windy. Rusty taco. Almost as good as the furry taco out here. Alright, it's not changing because we're way too far from the line? It's getting a little ridiculous. I don't think that they use that out here. I think that they use the cameras to change the lights rather than the induction plates underground. But geez, will this light ever change? I think we should just treat it as a stop sign and go. There we go. Finally. Well, I don't know what else to talk about. Getting a little sleepy. I slept at like, oh my god, I think like 2 o'clock this morning? 1 o'clock? I don't even know. I slept late last night though. And then set alarms. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning. There was one kind of good order that I wish I'd taken. It would have been another $28, but I would have had to kind of rush to get ready and stuff because I was still laying in bed when I saw it. So it would have been a rush. And then, I don't know. My day would be completely different. Might not have worked out the same. Who knows? I definitely don't. Alright, well, it's time to turn the heat back on. It is getting cold. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? My car's gonna bottom out. Yeah, King Sippers. Nice. Fuck this road and their grooved pavement. Oh, my car's gonna bottom out here too. In Denver, there's all of these like dips, like a triangle downwards before you go into like anything, even like driveways and shit. which makes no sense because it doesn't really rain here like that. It's pretty dry here. So I don't understand why they build everything like this. And then they have dips for speed bumps instead of like bumps, like the opposite of a speed bump. So you don't even see them. Sometimes there's not signs for them. And if you're going faster than like 10 miles per hour, bang, the bottom of your car, the front bottom of your car hits, and like every single time you have to slow down so much for them. And they're always like, when you're crossing a street, there'll be one at the first and one at the end of, like, you know what I mean? Like a street going this way, there'll be one here and there'll be one there as you're going like past it or through it. It's so dumb. But let me go get this done real quick. That way I can go home and sleep.
Alright, so I completely forgot to record on the way home after I finished that King Soopers order, but I shopped that order somewhat quickly and then went to go check out. Everything was going smooth until I went to go check out. For some reason, if you do a ton of King Super orders throughout the day, it just stops working at some point. I tried to use Apple Pay and that didn't work, and then I tried to use the physical card and then that didn't work either. I ended up having to call support and asking them what I should do, and they told me to just use the 5454 PIN, and that ended up working. So that took a little bit of time, but thankfully the customer was only 3 minutes away from the store, so that would make up for the time that I spent talking to support and trying to figure out what to do. As I was going to deliver this order, I don't know if you've ever seen this before. I've only seen it a couple of times, but there was a add to queue order. It was for 2 customers. I would have had to drove from the customer that I'm dropping off at, drive back down to King Soopers, and then up to the customers. And they were going the opposite direction of where I live, so I didn't really think that that was a good idea. So I decided to pass that up. I also saw this order, but I don't really like to take orders with tips under $5, no matter how few the items are, unless it's going the way that I'm going already, because these are usually bound to have something go wrong with them, especially single item orders, or the customer will add on a bunch of items. I also saw these orders, but I decided to pass those up as well because I was heading south to Aurora to go back home, and these were still north up in Centennial and towards the airport. When I was on my way back, just about home, I saw an order for the King Soopers that I started at first thing in the morning. I was thinking about doing it, but I ended up seeing this Safeway order that was much easier and it was way closer to home, so I ended up just grabbing the Safeway order. The order only took 25 minutes in total to complete, which included the 4-minute drive that it took to get to the store, and by the time I finished, it was 8:40 p.m., so I figured that's time to call it a night. As I was driving home, I saw this crap order, so I think I made the right decision to go home. But as I did get to the apartment building, there was tons of fire trucks outside, and something was going on in the parking area. They were blocking off, which was really, really weird. I've never seen anything like that. So I was pulling into it. I couldn't back out at that point because I was going to see if I could pass through either way, because like right on the other side of the fire trucks is where I normally park. And I pull up and I was like, hey, I'm a resident here. Am I able to park here? And they're like, oh yeah, sure, why not? And they just let me through, so I was able to park. But here's like a little video of them just standing outside. I'm not really sure what happened. I didn't ask what happened, and they didn't tell me what happened, so who knows? But I got inside. I ended up turning Instacart off for the day, and I just checked how many steps I did that day and went to bed. So over the next day or two, I ended up getting extra tips. So this day turned out to be $221.94 for Instacart, and in total $42.69 for Shipt orders. So in total I made $264.63 for the day, and I ended up only spending $10 on gas. I hope that you like this more long-form ride-along video. There'll be more like this coming up in the future with more interesting content inside of the videos, not just me sitting in the car talking to the camera. So stay tuned for those and subscribe if you're not already. In the next video, I'll be talking about this app called Merchandiser that I tested out for the first time, and I ended up having a really relaxed day where I made over $150 really easily for only a couple of minutes of work at each store. So subscribe if you're not already to see that video. That should be the next video coming out right after this one. If you'd like to watch that now, you can click up here. Thanks for riding along with me, and I'll see you in that video. Bye.